The Farm Bill 2020 is on the horizon. With the opposition parties and farmers are protesting, government is optimistic to pass the bill. Bill is waiting for the assent of the president. Let's leave the political drama aside and discuss these bills. First bill is the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Bill. It restricts state governments to levy fee, tax or levy outside APMC areas. It allows intra and interstate trade of farmers' produce. Second bill is Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services. It allows contract farming. It gives an authority to farmers to tie up with large buyers, exporters and retailers through an agreement. Except this, it provides a three-level dispute settlement mechanism, the Conciliation Board, Subdivisional Magistrate and Appellate Authority. If these laws are in favor of farmers, then why there is so much uproar about it? Well, every coin has two sides and this bill has also opposition and favor. Why farmers are agitated? The farmers are not sure about the existence of MSP afterward because there is no mentioning of APMC-led mandis in new bill. However, both the Prime Minister and the government assured verbally that the MSP will keep continuing. But is this unofficial confirmation is really a relief to the farmers? To be sure, MSPs work in regulated APMC mandis, not in private deals. Let's take a note on the Bihar, which had already abolished APMC way back in 2006. The idea was to attract private sector investment in marketing infrastructure where efficient markets were expected to provide for better price discovery. Unfortunately, nothing like that happened. The second concern is privatization of agriculture. It will give an unnecessary and endless leverage to large corporates to exploit farmers. By removing the fee on trade, the government is indirectly incentivizing big corporates. They said this provision does not provide a level playing field to APMC mandis. If you calculate the mandi transaction cost on 1 quintal wheat at 8.5%, it comes about 164 rupees. So on the sale of every quintal of wheat outside of the mandi, you are incentivizing big corporates who will use this difference to offer better prices to farmers in the initial days. And when the APMC mandi system collapses in due course, they will monopolize the trade. And the third point is, the new bill seizes the farmer from going to the civil courts. Provision of dispute resolution under Section 8 does not sufficiently safeguard farmers' interests. It becomes a part of bureaucracy by adding this commission appointed by the magistrate. And now we are going to discuss why this bill is a reform in agriculture. First point is farmers will earn more as they will have a short prices before sowing. In case of a higher market price, it will entitle farmers to get the selected price before the contract. Farmers will not be on the side of any risk because of market unpredictability. Second reform is new bill gives authority to farmers to tie up with large buyers, exporters and retailers through an agreement. They are free to sell their farm produce to anybody, anywhere with no taxes. Currently, APMC mandis involves commission agents and bureaucracy, and this middlemen get 2 to 2.5% cut in sales. After this law, farmers don't have to pay any fee to APMC, which is Agriculture Produce Market Committee. Farmers will get more storage facilities to store their commodities and wait for the vibrant market to sell rather than sell it off at cheap prices because of a lack of storage establishments. So, it is a win-win situation for all farmers, consumers and entrepreneurs. Despite all the accusations and credibility talking, it's well known the politics behind everything in India, be it the ruling party or opposition. The fear of losing tax money for the state government forces them to lead the unrest and make the farmers come to the road at any cost. Moreover, the Bihar state election is on the horizon. The pro-capitalist motive of the government is also well known. The lack of clarity in the bill regarding MSP and the safeguard both legally and financially is a reason to worry for the farmers. The involvement of right-wing organization in the protests and resigning of the minister is also a strong turning point for the cabinet to reconsider this bill. Last but not least, this reform is a long-waiting one and indeed important to the agriculture sector. India cannot afford to stagger behind with this ineffective and mediocre agriculture sector and laws. This reform is inevitable despite the economic slowdown also. By considering the goodwill of the farmers, the government should educate them about the upgrades and also comforting the private companies to step in so that to begin an agriculture revolution, not to exploit anyone. For such news and analysis, keep watching The Liberal Wing.